Today is the long-awaited 2024 New Hampshire primary, and the first in the nation primary election is shaping up to be the most competitive in the country.
Joining us now with the latest on the ground from Franklin, New Hampshire is our very own Eva Pilgrim. It is great to have you with us, my friend.
Good to be with y'all.
So, Eva, we know you were on the ground in Iowa talking to voters and, of course, talking to Nikki Haley ahead of Trump's big win there. Now you're on the ground in New Hampshire, a much different electorate where you are. What are voters saying to you?
You know, we really heard from a wide variety of voters, but here in New Hampshire, it seems that the voters are really focused much more on the candidates than the issues. They sort of fall into three different camps. Either those that are enthusiastic about Donald Trump, you have those who are really against Donald Trump, and then you have this third group of people who prior voted for Joe Biden, and they don't want to vote for Joe Biden again, because you have to remember this primary allows for those independents, they call them undeclared voters, to also participate in the Republican primary.
So Governor DeSantis is now out of the race. How might his exit impact the primary?
Well, it's made it a two-man race, which has really changed sort of the dynamic. That's why we're starting to see this candidate-focused choice for these voters instead of the issue-focused one. He wasn't polling very well here in New Hampshire before he dropped out, so he didn't have a huge amount of support here. The support that he likely had, those voters in polls that we've spoken with them previously have said that their second choice was Donald Trump, so Donald Trump may get a small bump from him dropping out here.
And Eva, of course, now this is a two-person race. According to 538, polling is suggesting that Donald Trump is up by double digits there in New Hampshire. How concerned is the Haley camp that he could just run away with this?
So we've heard the Haley camp really sort of change their tune as far as expectations here in New Hampshire. At one point, they were sort of putting out the idea that she could win here in New Hampshire. The reality is they want a strong second place finish. They want to have some momentum coming out of New Hampshire as she heads into her home state of South Carolina, where she knows she has an uphill climb.
So how well does she have to perform tonight to stay in the race?
So it's really hard to predict that. The thing that we're hearing from people now is because it's a two-man race, that she could stay in this a little bit longer and be the alternate candidate to Donald Trump and just sort of see if momentum does start to pick up. There's others that have put some pressure on her to have that strong showing here. Kind of no matter what the pundits are saying, she wants to do here. She wants to do well here in New Hampshire. She spent a lot of time on the ground meeting voters, and she has spent the last of this weekend really getting some face-to-face time with those people.
And Eva, we know New Hampshire has historically had very, very high voter turnout. What are you seeing where you are at a polling station right now?
Well, let me just show you. You can kind of look behind me. We had a line kind of out the door here just a moment ago, but steady flow. It is packed full of people in here now. They've been bringing their children with them. You know, these New Hampshire voters take this job, the first in the nation primary, very seriously. So they historically have that high turnout. And the weather's good here today. So there's not really anything keeping them from coming to the polls, guys.
Yeah, not battling that frigid cold like you did there in Iowa. Eva Pilgrim, always appreciate your reporting. And we can't wait to see you back here, my friend.
Miss you, friend.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.